heavy hell for XERXIA. They're not going to enjoy. They're not playing this game to enjoy it. They're playing this game because they have to. So REVENANT is going to be an early bit of aggression over in mid. We've got Whimp and blackhawk able to chime in to respond to the initial falling of Paradox. As you said, they entry with the fade, so losing that fade is going to hurt. But they've also been able to remove some of that killjoy utility on A. And XERXIA, they're so focused on trying to kill Whimp that they've lost control of this A site. Spike will go down into the 3 versus 2 retake. BADlove and blackhawk are low on HP though, making this very doable for the members of XERXIA.
100% blackhawk being taken out is going to at least give them the information they need to know that rotation is coming through. So rightly so, we're going to see Logi bump themselves up into heaven to wait for this approach. Cigarettes as well leading the way. Bit of a whiff there as Logi falls down, but BADlove ready and waiting, shock dart in hand. This could be pretty opulent from him. Cover going out, might need to stick the plant here, so it could be a bit of an interesting one. Beautiful use of utility. That is exactly what we like to see, but the defuse is being stuck. They're gonna have to push it. There we go.
XERXIA, they realise that they need to find an opening and they need to find it very quickly. However, with Bulldog in hand, so Patricia's able to trade onto 2 with Surf chiming in. But REVENANT, they seem to have just collapsed around the map. Logi, despite being flashed, is good for the first, though. However, with both members of REVENANT having their positions sort of well telegraphed, the rest of XERXIA, Surf now is going to have to try and defend this attack. Luckily, with the smoke is still alive, it's going to buy a bit of space, but those smokes aren't brick walls, and because of that, BADlove is going to be battered through the smoke, and the aggression of BADlove's punished by cigarettes. All on Logi, near-sighted with just a mere Spectre to assist him. We'll have Surf deliver the killing blow, and just like that, XERXIA will clutch a clean shot. And now, look at the rotation from XERXIA. Like, they realize they need to fight for mid here. It's going to be Patricia to lead that. The flash is good, but the trade is better. Paradox is able to follow it up. The swarm grenade instantly used by Flukky, though, means that it's going to have to be BADlove to lead this charge. Cigarettes take a fair bit of damage in mid. There's a follow-up swing as well. Paradox finishes the job. The flash is even better. Surf just gets out of there despite his low HP. Blackhawk's able to chime in as well. REVENANT, they're able to fight their way out of this despite being cornered and despite coming out punching. XERXIA, their lead, it's only 1 man. Now, Paradox and Surf are both very low, so this could still be a little bit unpredictable, particularly when you have the Killjoy alarm bot set up in tree. There's still the early warning system there in place for Flukky.
100%. 30 seconds. They are going to try and pressurize this A site. And here we go, the K utility doing its pang, as we like to see, shutting down the Flukky a little bit. They're going to have to rely on their gun mechanics here. There we go, there's one onto Paradox. All that fade utility is taken away, but the trade comes through finally. The swing out from blackhawk. Once again, this spike needs to go down thick and fast. Surf from the approach from heaven right now. Looking to shut down the plant. Doesn't quite get there in time, but based on that util, knows that someone is at least potentially lurking in hell. And I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we can 9 times out of 10, that is going to be the case. Surf looking to try and make a bit of an approach here. Gets one down to BADlove, makes it look so easy. The kill onto blackhawk as well, and that defuse can go down. Aggressive swing very into mid just to make sure there's no contention there, but I think everybody has started to got his number. The pin is going to come through. There we go. Whimp is the one to finish the job there. Flukky pushed back all the way back to A, where potentially Logi will be ready and waiting for him. Here we go. The smoke goes down. A little bit of a shimmy into hell just to apply a little extra bit of a cross angle, and there we go. There's that lockdown. Cigarettes and Scary though, 1 AP. So again, we think about how important this. Well, there we go. The lockdown has been destroyed, so it's all down to Paradox now in a very uncomfortable position. He managed to get one there onto Scary. Send up the Prowler. So maybe a little bit of the old bait and switch. Maybe baiting them, thinking that rotation may come through the doorway. For now, though, no immediate approach. This plant does need to go down. Very little time to work with. Aware that they're definitely in hell, and they're going to be aware that this swing out is going to come. So these angles are going to mean everything. There we go. Beautiful duo work encounter as well. I mean, look at all this util being dumped down now as a full execute. This is exactly what I'm talking about. XERXIA need to read in the fact that this is definitely the collapse coming through right now. Ready and waiting is Scary. There's one BADlove is immediately trade out, but Flukky with the 2K make that a free K as Logi falls down, and Spike is firmly in their control. About to go for the swing. There we go. Lands it perfectly, but Surf
down to buy both mid and tree control. But the aggression is already it's already there. There's already counter aggression from Surf, who's awaiting the rotation through Link.
This is it. I think sScary very much giving that call out that they're trying to collapse now towards this A site, so we should see a rotation start to come through. But there we go. XERXIA, beautiful pick there onto BADlove. A second one for Logi. sScary onto Paradox, but is immediately traded by Whimp. And it's getting a little bit scrappy for Revenant now. 2 versus 4. We need to make their shots count, but not like that. The shots counting right now.
Well, and for Patricius, he's playing quite a wide angle. He knows it's Bulldogs and Spectres now. He's looking to punish that.
Oh, speaking of punishing, beautiful shot there by Surf. Can they get a second one here? Yes, they can. Logi falling down. Smokes goes out. Bladestorm ready to be popped, ready to be sent towards the players of Revenant. And speaking of sending it, the BADlove about to send it. No, BADlove actually gets shut down before they can cause any ruckus. A beautiful tight angle being held there by XERXIA. 2 versus 1 at the back of sight here. There we go. Blackhawk opening up a lot of breathing space now for the side of Revenant to start to try and make this collapse. But Surf ready and waiting up in hand. This can get very nasty very quickly. Oh, but actually Tor gets denied. Paradox, though, the pick onto Surf there, and again they're in a tight corner. But well, there we go. Flukky is able to punish them for that. Now it's all left down to Blackhawk in a 1 versus 3. Difficult situation to be in. Perhaps a duo swing about to come in. They're trying to bait for that swing from him himself. He's not quite going for it just yet. You push me. I'm not risking this. I want these 1v1s.
Look at that line of sight from this. Yeah.
2 rounds go will probably cement it for me.
I like how aggressive Revenant are in mid here. Great 3-man setup, and XERXIA running straight into it. This is a beautiful anti-strap, and it's the lambs to the slaughter. Oh my god!
Patience that XERXIA tend to bring on their attack, and God, Revenant aren't baited in using so much of their utility. Still a lot in pocket to work with. Whimp, though, with the fire there onto XERXIA. Logi to back it up too, but it looks like Surf and Cigarettes want to get stuck in. Whimp being pushed back to the back of sight there. The Prowler going out, and again, the absolute util dump on both sides to try and delay/create this collapse. And beautiful shot there through the smoke. Surf getting taken out though by Logi. A 3 versus 4. Can XERXIA try and force this plant? sScary taking out Paradox is certainly going to lighten the load a little bit. There we go. sScary taking on Logi as Cigarettes is out to a 2 versus 2. Time-wise, they're kind of low-key forced to plant here right now, but it's all the way in a long still. They might try and go for some of these engagements, but that spike needs to be picked up and plonked down.
Blackhawk gonna have to be the sort of linchpin of this attack now. There's only a couple of seconds left, and as that door gets close, Blackhawk doesn't go through it. Oh, I think he does. He actually catches out a killjoy. That's a beautiful kill. And now knowing where sScary is, there's only 10 seconds left. sScary in such a dire position now. Does he have time? He's got to stick this plant. No, he's out of time. He's out of time. That's won by BADlove. Absolutely incredible. And I love them. I love how smart BADlove is there.
We're going to see the flank around from Paradox. You start to apply some pressure into mid, but it's very much in the control of XERXIA right now. And there we go, Surf with that pick on the Paradox as well. All that control, all that pressure that could have been applied has now gone. XERXIA running away with it. Whimp, however, getting a pick onto Surf. That's going to lighten the load yet again. But this spike can potentially go down, especially... Well, actually, no! Because a lockdown comes through. XERXIA there with a pick onto BADlove, though. That's going to certainly lighten the load again. There we go, lockdown finished. sScary with a pick down to Logi can now safely rotate through that market and potentially get that spike down yet again. The Whimp ready and waiting. It was a little bit of the old bait and switch. Now they know there's one player at least at the back of this site. They do take down XERXIA. Take down sScary too.
Oh my god!
Flukky! Can they get a 4th one here? Can they take down Cigarettes? No, they can't. There we go. But as you say, look at the time. Cigarettes, very little to work with, and there we go. A Blackhawk going to finish that off.
There.
100%. There. Again, I really would like to see a bit more pressure from the defense in mid. They don't even need to. Blackhawk and Paradox just really popping off. Again, dodging and weaving around their own utility. Really is phenomenal stuff. The Owl going out just to let them know that mid is a little bit safe, but potentially it isn't. We do see sScary on the left a little bit. But that's going to alert Paradox at least to know that some pressure is being applied there. And this is where it gets risky for XERXIA, because again, if sScary dies and that spike gets plonked down in mid, that's a long way for Cigarettes and Flukky to try and get back and pick it up. Timer is ticking, and we've seen them lose out to this timer multiple times. Blackhawk, there we go! That spike is down in no man's land, and both these players now having to go for these 1vx's on their own sides of the map, and it's going to be very, very uncomfortable indeed. This is such a strong positioning for Revenant to be in. Paradox falls though, but that call's going to come through. Actually, Blackhawk falls too. Can they get a third here onto Lungy? The smokes are going to be applied. Cigarettes falling. There we go. Glorious to see. See that happen. Upsets could still be on the card, so Kremer. We've seen it happen before. There we go. Speaking of upsets, I'm just going to be a little bit upset about that opening pick. Taking them out, taking them off the board nice and early.
Look at the ability still available for Revenant. BADlove sees his push coming his way. He's able to avoid it. He's able to buy time. I mean, Nightfall is going to land in time. There's BADlove just shutting down the push. And look at the rest of the players from XERXIA. They can't fight this. They have to delay their attack. BADlove does whiff a little bit here, but this is bought time for the rotation. Look at the KO and the Omen in the back line. Blackhawk. Oh, the flash is timed to perfection. Scary falls now. And BADlove's still alive back sight. How? He brings out the classic. He just needs to buy time. That's all he does now. Flukky on Logs is going to be able to bring out another kill now. It's all on Logi, 1 versus 3. Surely this is XERXIA's first. Surely.
Potentially, unless he's about to have the clutch of his absolute day. Skeletor, there we go. So here we go. Blackhawk getting pressured pretty badly. The collapse is actually delayed massively. Where is this Cosmic Divider? There we go. BADlove with the ult. Suisha and Cigarettes falling down. And there we go. That Cosmic Divide fully blocking off B side there in such an uncomfortable position. Flukky falling, but Surf is there to trade it back up. But again, they have to push in blind and not the most comfortable situations to be in. But gets a shot there onto BADlove. That is massive. It's all left down to Blackhawk now. Hiding here, but as you say, the timer is ticking. There we go. Can this spike go down in time?
Pulling them in.
Yes, it can. Whimp getting the pick there onto Surf. Can they get the last one here on sScary? Yes, they can. Do you know what? If I was wearing a hat right now, I would take it off and I would throw it